Bigfoot, why don't you give me your hand?
Thank you for listening.
Welcome to the American Fork Podcast. Welcome to the American Fork Podcast.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
You're welcome.
I think I'm just going to ride that right into the podcast.
Brought to you by Celsius.
Yeah.
Jake, that's not how advertising works. Shut up.
Peach Vibe. Sparkling White Peach Edition.
Jake had his first Celsius the other day.
Yeah,
I did. This is my second.
that's
I
great.
had my first one today too.
Yeah.
Not here.
Is it worth it?
Let me work.
Yeah,
it.
it's good.
Wait, what did he say?
Let me work.
I'll tell you when you get older.
Wow.
All right, this is the American Forked Podcast. We've got a full house, and it might get plus one fooler.
Yep.
We're already off to a rocky start the whole day. But American Fork Podcast is a podcast of lifetime friends who, despite growing up different and having different beliefs, we're still friends, right?
Most of us.
Okay.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
At least the
good.
ones that are friends are here.
Yeah, we're still friends. With me across is Phil. Hi, Phil.
What's up, buddy?
He's doing a book signing right now. We have the Holy Spirit here. Hello, Holy Spirit.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Welcome back.
Every time it's fun.
Yeah.
Jacob.
I'm back.
Hey. Oh, yeah, you weren't
Jake,
here last
yeah,
time.
we missed you.
Oh, you missed that chocolate, Jake. Here, you
Oh,
can.
yeah,
I know,
you really did.
I heard at the end that you were eating chocolate, and I was like,
That's so good.
There you go. There's the
Yeah,
chocolate.
really missed
I
out.
appreciate you showing me what I missed out.
Yeah. There
Yep.
you go.
And then to my side is Amber.
Hi.
Hi, Amber.
Hello.
You can tell it's Amber because she's female.
Because I'm a female.
Sounds like a lady.
But she's just as good as everyone else.
That's true.
Okay.
You didn't have to
Phil, look.
single her out. Hi.
Oh, I am not even included.
Yeah.
What are you guys like taking selfies in the middle of the podcast?
Yeah.
That's
Is
not what this
The Holy Spirit
Is
is
this
excited.
instantly gramming right now?
Yes, it's fun.
All
It's
right,
all
good.
for the gram.
We're live.
So, per usual, we start out from, we all grew up in American Fork, so we start with a story from there.
There you go.
And for some reason, there's a story out about Steel Days. So Steel Days, it happens during summer. Well, it says Steel Days nets
last one.
$43,000 profit, which
You know that in American Fork, like City Hall,
uh-huh.
there's like calendars on everyone's walls and like only Steel Days in there.
that's the only
Right.
thing
Yeah.
marked.
That's like
in the calendar.
it's like a see-through calendar that you can see Steel Days every month.
Okay.
You know what
I don't know if
It's
that
a
was
big
funny,
event.
but I
Yeah.
just laughed.
You read that wrong, Jeff.
What did I say?
You said that it netted 43,000
Profit.
profit, but the article says that it netted $43,000 more than last year.
No.
Their grand total revenue this year was $347,000.
That's total revenue.
Yes.
so
what
that
is it?
means above the expenses.
No, revenue's all the money.
All
you
money
bring
brought in.
See,
So
Jake,
what's
here's
the
how I
net
read this.
Profit.
They brought in, or they brought in $347,000 after expenses. They made $43,000,
Oh, okay.
which makes a lot more sense, right?
Net income increased to 43,000.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Jake.
Help us.
So
Okay, let me just tell you.
This
They
is
made
embarrassing.
$43,000
Yeah,
There. Okay.
based on what you and Jake and then you and then Jake have said.
well, Jake was
Okay.
trying to
Jeff was
correct
right.
me.
Jeff was
That's
right.
right. Thank you. Get it in writing.
And now I
Put it
see
down.
that.
Okay, so the 300,000, like what? It just goes towards like paying employees and like all of the other things that it.
Rednecks paying redneck
Yeah.
for
They
The
the
do-
carnies.
They pay the. I mean, there's a lot. There's actually a bunch of breakdown. Like they spent $17,000 in fireworks.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
That's not a lot. Like, you
Yeah.
really think about it.
Buy more fireworks, people.
They had this is
No,
similar.
don't buy
cost.
more fireworks. I'm
I
sorry. I
spend-
feel like once you've seen fireworks, like by the end, you're just like, oh, is this the grand finale? Okay, like
I used
maybe
to,
that's just me.
before I
personal
blew
opinion.
up like my parents' whole block.
I was there.
I used to buy like $1,000
That was fun.
of fireworks every 4th of July.
And it was
Really?
a good time.
Just as one dude. So like
Yeah.
a whole city Should be like $500,000.
What?
I agree.
They spend like
After 20 minutes, though, don't you feel a little done?
Not if they do it good.
what are we talking about?
Sometimes they
again?
like drag it out.
Fireworks.
Oh, fireworks. Yeah. No.
Sometimes they drag it out, so it's like they have a good amount, and then they'll just shoot off singles for like 2 hours. You're like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
But if they do like a 20-minute to a half-hour show where it's just like building up to a giant climax the whole time, and then it's like you can't even hear the space in between the fireworks.
Smoke everywhere.
Smoke
Or
everywhere.
the
Can't
baby's
even see.
crying, or the
Babies
car
are crying.
alarm's going off.
Everyone
Yeah.
thinks that we're
Animals
actually in
freaking out.
war. Yeah.
I know.
I want the grand finale to be the massive one you see on like shared on Instagram all the time. That's like
that was in Japan.
82 city blocks wide, huge, not really
And
that
it
big,
co-
but
Yeah.
yeah,
You talking
it
about
like
Hiroshima?
Oh,
it
no.
like adjusts the it like
Oh my gosh.
What? That's a city
That
in
was-
Japan.
Yeah.
it adjusts the rotation of the Earth a little bit because it's so powerful.
Yeah. I like
Like that big one that's like the size of a slug bug.
In Nagasaki?
It's yes, yeah, that
Okay,
one.
sorry to Amber's point though, like some good entertainment. Just get like some good really country singer in there too. In between it. It'd be fun.
Yeah, the country
Little
singer.
intermission.
I like it.
But did you guys see in Hawaii that crazy house that pretty much blew up from the fireworks and it killed a bunch of people?
Oh, yeah.
really?
Yeah, it was in Hawaii. It said Salt Lake, and I was just like, oh shit, like thinking that it was local, but
I know,
it's
man.
Salt Lake in Hawaii.
So it came up on my feed because it said Salt Lake explosion
Yeah.
drone footage.
Yeah. and
So
people
someone
died.
had their drone up in the air,
Mhm.
and there's a place in Hawaii called Salt Lake.
Salt Lake.
It's not Salt Lake City.
No.
It's called Salt Lake. And so someone had their drone.
Wait, so they took the city word out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm sure the listener was also slightly confused by that. So they had a drone up in the air videoing all the fireworks going off, and someone's fireworks near the drone went a little awry,
Oh man.
and they sent that
A
drone
little
over.
Alada.
So there was like a really cool. It almost looked like it was staged, really. Like
yeah, but it wasn't a little. It was a lotta. Like it exploded and killed like four people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
you guys want to see the video?
Yeah, show me
Yeah,
the
it's
video,
really
and then I've
serious.
got a video that will make you laugh until you die.
Is it the firework
Are
in
animals
Japan?
dying?
No,
in
it's
this
when they
video?
blew up the whale.
Oh,
What? Well, how is this
Oh,
going to make
yeah.
us laugh?
it's like back in the late 80s. or
Save
whatever.
it for messed up animal stories.
Oh, yeah, we
That's
should
the-
do that. It is the funniest thing I have ever seen.
What?
We'll see
Okay.
what Jeff.
I think that we
comes up
watched
with.
that in Jay
I'm
Allen's class.
gonna have to
Really?
show this. I'm gonna have to show this here, so you guys describe what's happening.
I need it on the big screen. Come on, dude.
Well, just squint,
Okay, fine.
squint your eyes.
I'm missing. Just go.
I can show you. This doesn't look like the right one.
It-
Oh no,
really?
that's it.
Short
Yeah.
8 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Back it up a little.
He's the one who's been following this all morning, and he's going to give you. We are tracking multiple breaking news stories this morning.
Holy
Here at
cow!
home, a deadly
So this looks like an
Doesn't-
awesome
Salt Lake overnight.
like.
Casey Lund has been following this all morning, and he's going to give you the very latest information. And at least 10 people have died, and multiple other
I'm so
figures
jealous right now.
drove through a crowd of people in New Orleans. This in the French.
Oh,
What-
this
that
is going on to
transition-
the next story.
Jeez, there
This
was
is the
no
next story.
there was no segue in that at all.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I just assumed it was part of it.
No, it's not.
Mm.
But you saw the explosion. It basically, from the drone footage, looks like just a regular
Grand finale.
fireworks show. But it is kind of like, if you look closer, you're like, well, that is kind of
That's-
low.
Well,
on
you
the
can
ground.
see the
Yeah.
garage looking like it's on fire.
Oh, Phil just
Okay.
goes straight to a whale
Yeah.
exploding. Phil.
In related news, while you're talking
This
about
is
it,
the best
we're going to
thing
show
ever. So describe what's going on here.
Okay, so there's clearly a guy dressed like he's in the 70s or 80s. There's a beached whale that's like been eaten up by predators, probably from the ocean.
And
It's
how big of
disgusting.
whale is it?
Massive.
Huge.
Half of its tail fin is the size of a
It's like
person.
the size of a semi truck, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and trailer and
Oh,
everything.
Yeah, it's like 30 feet long.
Florence, Oregon. is
Probably
the
weighs at least
location.
80 pounds. Sorry, 80 tons. Oh my gosh. And they have a lot of dynamite.
And they got that cartoon thing with the pushy dynamite pushy thing.
Cartoon dynamite exploder.
Yeah, they're like rolling in dynamite with like a tank thing because they're like, this thing's too heavy to move. We're just gonna blow it up.
What?
I think.
And like, there are guys in hard hats being interviewed. They're like, yeah, we're about to blow up this whale. It's probably the easiest thing to do.
There's literally a kid in the background.
I got this shirt at Mervin's.
Yeah. The kid in the background's like, I'm coming to work with Dad today. I heard he's going to blow up a whale. Yeah.
I wonder what that kid's doing now.
So
He's
let's.
So the problem was that they were going to try and get like a tractor, but it was too big to do anything with it. They were worried about it smelling and drawing predators to the area. That's what I recall.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen this.
Oh
This
my
is
gosh,
fun.
this is the best thing ever. Okay, there's kids playing on the beach. Everyone's like lining up. They're going to watch the whale.
Now
get
they're all
blown up.
far away. They're like
10,
100, 200
9,
yards away.
8, 7, 6, 5. And they're like, they got to be like, I don't know, 400 yards away right now.
Safe distance.
Oh my
Lord.
Now look what happens. Watch.
Chunks of
Chunks of
whale.
whale
There's
just
like
start raining
school
down.
bus sized chunks of whale coming down and freaking out, running for their lives.
How is this funny, Phil?
Nobody's running. I don't see anyone running.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, you couldn't.
And it's gone.
We couldn't
It's
hear it.
totally gone.
We couldn't hear it very well, but the people were like, "Oh my gosh, run!" Like,
It's a big explosion.
That
Yeah.
was a really big explosion.
That won't attract any predators.
yeah,
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, not having it spread out. Yeah.
They,
that one always makes me laugh.
It's good. Good job, Phil.
You're welcome. You know another one. I won't play it, but if you know another one that's fantastic. I
What?
forget what city, but it's like where they tried to break the world record for balloon releases.
oh, yeah, that was a
And it was
disaster.
like 10 million balloons or something. They're like 3, 2, 1, and they let it go, and everyone's like, "Oh!" And it like blocks out the sun, and like
Really?
and caused like a massive ecological disaster for like half of North America. or
Because
something
all
like
the
that.
balloons are like in the lakes.
Yeah,
And like
birds.
birds are eating the balloons, and it's like, yeah, it was the
Yeah.
crazy.
I want to say it was like Dayton, Ohio, or something like that.
probably
How long ago was that?
in
That
like
was
the
also
80s.
in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
A lot of cocaine in the 80s.
There's a lot of cocaine done in these.
That's a lot of fentanyl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, Steel Days made $43,000. Let's go on.
Okay. Welcome to American Fort.
Exactly.
That was the first story.
All right. Well, I'm going to bring it.
Quite the segue.
I am going to bring it way, way, way down. Way down.
Can I give
you are.
a pause announcement really quick?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Apparently nobody cares that we have a voicemail.
Oh, nobody's calling it.
So we lost our voicemail line again.
What do they?
Google sent us
really
another
sad about it,
email that
guys.
says you no longer have that phone number.
Oh, we no longer have the second one.
Yeah.
We
Call
lost the
us.
second one.
Yeah.
Call us, people.
So, how about
Call
this?
us and leave us funny voicemails.
Just send us an email. How about
Just
that?
info@americanfork.com
Yep.
or just send Jeff a text.
Oh yeah, don't call us.
Google's been a pain. You know, my business account has been like blocked for like a year. Like it's still up, but
Really?
I can't log on and change anything. It's like you've messed up the guidelines or whatever. And then you like
Yeah.
appeal it and email them and all this stuff, and nobody
They don't
There's
care.
so many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
We went through the same thing. We actually ended up having to pay somebody a bunch of money to fix it.
oh, like a third party
Yeah,
company.
like $500, $600
Oh,
just to
dang.
gain
Really?
access.
And
yeah.
they did it.
Yeah, they just know all the ins and outs and tricks and how to be annoying,
Yeah.
and so they
And
What
get
you
it
gotta
done.
do.
Mhm.
Maybe I
That'd be
need their
annoying.
number.
We'll talk after.
Okay.
So don't call us the voicemail line that we've said on almost every episode in the past.
Yeah.
Because someone else will answer because it's probably someone else's
But
number
you go
now.
ahead and call it. I mean,
Call it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
At 1
it's
o'clock
just
in the
not-
morning, like Jake does.
Yeah.
Just know it's not us.
Make sure you give us the story, though.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then send us an email about your story about how you called it.
Great. So I call this one, don't even want to talk about this story. American Fork 7, West Valley 0, if we're keeping tally of scores. So I was looking for a specific story.
This is murders?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Murderin.
Murders.
Wow, West Valley's doing good.
The murd.
Yep. So so first of all, I was looking for a story, and I found this one. It says, police identify the slain West Valley couple and son who killed them. So the son is 35 years old. He's been in and out of prison, went and killed his mom and dad in West Valley.
Yeah.
And the police showed up and ended up killing him too.
Ooh.
So if you're keeping track, that's 3 dead.
So wait, this is in American Fork?
This is
This
West
is in West
Valley.
Valley.
Oh, okay.
I'm on your side now, Phil.
Oh, West
No
Valley
longer
does
the
have
best
murders.
valley.
you're
Oh,
saying.
yeah. Well, especially lately. It's a hot trend. That was on the 2nd of January.
Well, doesn't
Just
that give,
barely.
This
doesn't
is
that
like
give West Valley some points then? You said at AF7, West Valley 0.
I'm saying that someone getting murdered in West Valley is a point for American Fork.
Oh,
okay.
I was also going to name the story, Looks Like I'm Moving to American Fork.
Oh, snap.
So
Dang.
here's,
Seems
here's
like the
crappy
murders
thing.
are traveling north.
Yeah.
Here's the
Murder.
Or
crappy.
it's like West Valley always has been the capital of murder.
Well,
It
see,
sho-
in West Valley, there needs to be at least multiple people dead in one murder for it to be a story. If it's just one person, they're like, yeah, whatever.
It's like a
Who
mass
cares?
shooting.
Yeah. But here's what I'm trying to get at. So I found that story, but I was actually looking for this story, which was earlier in the month on the 17th of December, 5 dead and 1 injured inside the West Valley home.
That one was sad.
That's on what day?
Oh, yeah.
The 17th of December.
This was also
Oh.
in West Valley?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
And this one was like less than 2 miles from my house.
Oh,
really?
Oh.
So it looks like a dad went crazy, obviously, to some degree, killed his wife and 3 children, but it turns out one of the kids survived, a 17-year-old boy.
Oh,
man.
man.
He's
Crawling in the garage.
like a day after everything happened. He was like on the garage floor, almost dead.
That's so
But
horrible.
he survived, though. But it's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
It's really sad to me because it's weird. Like the holidays it's supposed to bring out such joy and happiness, but there's also like this weird pressure, I think, that some people feel, and it makes them sad and depressed, and they resort to weird things. I don't know.
My dad
very sad.
my dad was a police officer for 30 years, and I think I might be getting this wrong, but I want to say that like Christmas Eve, Christmas was like the busiest day of the year or whatever. Like,
I literally heard the same thing on a local news station.
Yeah.
The craziest times a year are from like right before Christmas, after New Year,
Yeah.
couple days. Those 2 weeks are nightmares for cops.
yeah, I you know what I think it is families spend more time together those days than any other days.
And they're
Yeah.
cooped up together.
Like
The
all
kids are
the-
home from school.
Yeah, all the rest of the year, they're like everyone's busy here and there, and then like
Yeah.
after like 27 hours together, it just comes unglued.
They just realize I hate these people.
Yeah,
It's like COVID.
yeah.
Like, wait a second. I hate everyone in this house. Like, hold on. Phil.
Too much Celsius.
I hit a truth nerve on Phil's end. What?
Huh?
Huh?
Hmm?
Anyway, don't kill your family. Like, I don't know what to say about that other than
Words
that.
of
That's it.
wisdom.
And probably don't do some drugs or alcohol that
Oh.
contributed to that. I
Let me tell
imagine.
you what. Let me
This
tell
guy-
you,
there
this
was
guy was
drugs.
quoted.
Oh, there
as-
was?
Yeah, this guy was quoted. I'm going to try and find his quote really quick.
I'm sorry. I just love drugs.
No. When the officers asked what he was doing, and why, he said that he'd used a lot of meth.
Yeah.
Wait.
This was the
he
this
asked
was
the dad?
No, this was the 35-year-old that killed his mom and dad.
Oh.
The first story I was telling you about.
But I thought the cops killed him
They did, but while they
did.
were conversing
while they were
with him,
talking. Oh.
he said, "I did a lot of."
There
meth."
was a
did a lot of
confrontation that wasn't made clear in the article, but they're going to release body cam footage
Yeah.
within the
I've
next
done a lot of
week or
meth.
so.
This was like his confession.
Sorry, I've just done a lot of
right
meth.
before. Yeah.
Well, the police called because he was
Huh?
running outside in his boxers.
Yeah, with his face painted black, which that's a reason to kill someone right there. You can't
Well,
do blackface.
Yeah.
Like
That was back in 2009 when he was attending a party.
Oh,
He was arrested for threatening the people at the house. He's like, someone's gonna get stabbed tonight, and he went to the back room, came out with his face painted black and
Oh my
was like
gosh.
threatening people. So he got arrested then.
Oh, this is an arrest
That's
in
the same guy?
2009.
Same guy back. Yeah.
Wow.
And this was his quote. Someone was
years ago.
going to get stabbed. The devil is here and he's going to kill.
Yeah,
Ooh.
sounds like
guy's-
meth.
This guy needs to just be put away.
Some
Well, he's
people
dead
should just
now.
stay in jail.
He is away,
Yeah,
He's away.
right?
There's always some devil that comes out when meth's around.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
that's what in my experience.
Mm-hmm.
That's been your experience with meth too.
Uh-huh.
When you
Not me personally,
okay, just
but when I've been around
Just
people
wanted to
on
clarify.
meth.
In my
yeah.
experience, when meth
just the
is
devil just
around-
comes right out at me every time.
How many Celsius does it take to get the devil out of you?
To get the devil out, it takes a bunch. Let's get started.
It says 0 sugar, 0 meth. So I think we're good.
It says meth alternatives.
Yeah, I think that's what this one that says 1,000% biotin. I think that's
Meth.
meth.
So we're going to play the fill in the blank game, Jake?
Yeah.
Do you want to run this game or should I?
Yeah, this relates directly to what you're talking about.
Okay, so this is another story.
Another story that was linked to in the bottom of the article that you just read.
Okay, I'm going to ask Phil and the Holy Spirit.
Okay.
Fill in the blanks, okay? Blank man traveling through Utah arrested with blank of meth. Blank man traveling through Utah arrested with blank of meth.
Burning Man traveling through Utah
Uh-huh. Arrested
with
with blank of meth.
40 trucks of
Of
meth.
Wow. I don't think that's right.
Okay,
My guess was
you go, Holy
Yeah.
Spirit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, repeat.
a blank man traveling through Utah arrested with blank of meth.
Hispanic man.
Oh, okay.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Holy
You're
Spirit.
probably right. But go on.
No. What?
Traveling through Utah arrested with
40 pounds.
of meth. That seems pretty logical. I said gay man traveling through Utah arrested with 2 condoms of meth. So
2 condoms.
I was wrong.
So what was it really?
they were magnums.
Wow. They were meth. Yeah.
Stretch,
There's a
really.
lot of meth. Illinois man arrested after Nephi.
Oh, I could
Wait,
have
was
said a
this the right
state.
story?
Yeah, that's the right story.
Illinois man arrested after Nephi police seized meth at the street value of $9,119. So what's the blank of meth?
So you were close. It's Illinois man.
Could have been Hispanic. You don't know.
100 pounds
you
of
said
meth.
100 pounds.
101 pounds, actually. He had 100 baggies of meth each weighing just about a pound.
I mean, one was
Oh
for
my
him.
gosh.
But his name,
Uh-huh.
Carlos Guadalupe Navarro Ornelas,
Wow.
Oh,
Which
He
was
was.
Hispanic.
37
sounds like.
years old,
Latino.
was booked
So
into Juab
good job,
County
Holy
Jail.
Spirit.
Yeah.
You were the closest.
Close. Jeff was a close second for sure.
yeah. I didn't even think about a state. I'm like, just don't say a race. Don't say a race. It's got to be something else. And I said Burning Man.
Don't say a race. Don't say
But
a
I
race.
could have easily said a Californian man.
Yeah, you could have.
Yeah.
Tesla
So
truck
guess-
full of meth.
Guess why he was pulled over?
Bumper a light out, like in his car.
License
actually-
plate light.
Was it
that?
really?
Yeah.
Really?
So insane.
See, that's one of
So-
those things where. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no.
I was
You
just going
go.
to say, it's one of those things where it's like the government's just making it so everyone's illegal. Like they can pull anyone over for anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, here's what it says. It says, because of his missing light on his license plate, along with quote unquote several indicators consistent with drug trafficking activity. I don't know what that
Oh, okay.
means.
Like a
There's
light.
no rim on your
That means
wheel.
that means that they
Tires. Those are
that means they profiled him 100%.
He was sweating.
Oh, yeah.
Several indicators.
A big crack in his windshield.
No eyelids.
That's
The cop said as he approached the back of the vehicle, an odd smell was coming from the back.
An odd smell. What
From
does
the-
There
meth
was a
like?
guy-
What does meth
I don't know,
smell
There was a
like?
guy
Yeah, can you
cooking
smell
meth
meth?
in the back.
dead body.
Walter
holding
White's
the,
back there, like
let him cook.
Oh, that meth.
100 pounds.
yeah.
That's
It says
a
the
lot of
market
meth.
value was what $919,000.
Just
Free
under
bag.
$1
Oh.
million.
Okay, I thought you said $1,000 market value, and I was like, okay,
No,
so what?
919,000.
$919,000.
919,000, not 919.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of meth.
Was it blue meth like
a lot of
Walter
meth.
White would
Yeah,
make?
like high quality
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. What are we talking
I
about?
mean, it's right there. It looks like a bunch of.
Just made with
Yeah,
Tide
it's like crap
Pods and
stuff. It's white.
Oh, it was the canine. Yeah,
Super low quality.
it was the canine named Grizz smelled an odor coming from the rear passenger door. So
How
he
did
smelled.
they
it.
know
Oh,
that?
so it was the dog.
How could the dog be like, hey guys?
I
If
smell
they're
an
a
odd-
drug dog, yes,
That-
they're trained
it
to
smells-
sniff that
It smells
stuff
odd.
out.
those dogs are insane. Do you ever watch Mark Krober,
No. Oh yeah, yeah.
the
the engineer.
influencer? Yeah,
Engineer guy?
engineer guy.
Yeah.
Former
He just
NASA
did one with
dude.
a German Shepherd where he walked around like a whole city and then went and parked in a parking garage and then got nervous, so he went and parked across the street at another parking garage, and then the dog literally traced his whole 3-mile thing, went to where he first parked and then turned right around and went and got him. It was
Wow.
Yeah.
insane. And it was just his scent. They just I think they just rubbed his arm like this and
Put it on a
put
rag.
Wow.
put it on a rag
That's
and
crazy.
gave
Dogs
it to
are
the dog.
impressive.
Which this is why I shower every day, guys.
Yeah.
Because
So
That's why I
no
wear a
dogs
different
should
deodorant every single day.
you never know
Never be
when
tracked.
some bitch is going to be tracking
Yeah.
you.
But they did it on Mythbusters too. Did you see that one? They had all these suitcases and they put a little bit of meth or something like that in a baggie, in another baggie, in another baggie, in a poopy diaper,
What?
and sealed that in 5 other commercial grade baggies. And the dog just came in and went straight to the suitcase.
That is
had it.
wild.
That's so
It's probably because of the poop.
Well, I think they actually put a poopy diaper in all of them
Oh, wow.
to try and mask it, and it just whoop.
There was 17 poopy diapers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't understand dogs because they're incredible. I've heard of dogs that can smell cancer,
Yeah.
which you're like, what?
Mm.
They'll
Yeah.
put 5 people and they have this dog trained to detect cancer. One's a known cancer patient and they'll just go indicate on the person.
Yeah,
But then
Wow.
I fart on my dog and it doesn't even flinch.
yeah.
It's not like one of those YouTube videos.
riddle me
They're
this.
like, what are you what's going on? Jeff's just like, meh.
Yeah.
And then the
It's like
dog
nothing.
farts and everyone in the house is like, what the?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't experience that.
Oh, yeah.
Phil loves dogs so much.
I love them at your house. Anyway, they found good for those officers though. So Jeff showed this picture. There's a police vehicle and
Like a Tahoe
Yeah,
or
and
like
they
a
have
big
it-
SUV.
they have all that meth out on the hood like a trophy.
yeah. I only counted.
job.
Probably
I
is
only
like a
counted
trophy for them.
99.
That was the picture that they sent on Facebook Marketplace to sell it all.
Oh yeah. One Tahoe.
That's how they know.
$2
That's how they
million.
knew the street price for it because that's how much they sold it for.
What 2025 Chevy Tahoe,
Yeah.
$830,000.
Yeah.
Or best offer.
But you have to come now
Yeah.
before a sergeant gets
Yeah,
here.
first come, first serve.
Low grade quality meth, but it's good.
Okay,
Yeah,
everyone
anyway.
quiet down.
All right.
Let's bring it down.
I'm being pretty wild, probably because of the
Celsius.
milligrams of Celsius
The meth, the gas station grade meth
And
you're
whatever.
drinking.
and whatever the Holy Spirit drank on the way here.
Metzius.
Jeez. Okay, next story. This is nationwide news. We're all the way up to there. I'm calling this Elon Musk filled up my Cybertruck with fireworks and then blew up Trump Tower.
Yeah. This
Yeah, I
turned
wonder
out to
what
be
that one's about.
This turned out to be kind of sad.
Yeah, I know.
I realized today.
You think that you picked all the stories
Well,
today?
yeah. Well, because at first they thought it was a terrorist, right? And then now it's like a veteran
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was trying
Well,
to,
no, he was active duty. He was active at the time he died. I think
He had
was,
PTSD
Oh.
though, right?
they
they said.
said that. Yeah. But apparently he didn't. Well, I think this article talks about the letter that he wrote, right?
Yeah, I didn't get too far into this. I figured you guys
Shocker.
had talked. Shut the.
Sorry, Joe.
I read the headline and then I went home. No, it's kind of sad. It was very interesting. I was looking at this story when it first came up, but basically, a Cybertruck was in front of Trump Tower in Las Vegas and caught on fire and exploded. And they found that there was a whole bunch of fireworks in the trunk. And so at first it was like, is this a terrorist attack? But then that doesn't really make sense because it's not even like Donald Trump. It's not even like New York Donald Trump's tower, right?
Yeah.
It's just Las Vegas, unless someone's trying to send a message. But then the other thing was, I thought maybe it was like a faulty battery or something that exploded. And then they said that there's a person in there. And then it was like, okay, what the hell's going on? But I thought it was just a tragic accident. Someone loaded up with fireworks and was like going to head out to the desert, and something happened that way too. But what actually came about with because it turns out there was a dead body inside. Did they find out whose body that was?
I watched a briefing that was on CNN yesterday about it, where the police chief was basically said, at this point, this was yesterday, the body is unrecognizable. We don't know. DNA is not inconclusive at this point.
Mm-hmm.
There was
they
an
don't know
ID located on the person or in the vehicle, and the ID of this person that who
the soldier
we're saying that did it. Liversberger was his last name. Livelsberger.
This is the Army vet suffering from PTSD.
Yeah.
So they're actually saying they're not sure yet that it's him. He could have put his ID in with another body.
Yeah. And so I listened to, do you guys know who Sean Ryan is?
No.
Sean Ryan is I
I don't trust anyone.
Joe Rogan
Two
level
first names.
podcast host
Mm-hmm.
who interviews mostly politicians and current and former FBI, CIA, military people. And he talks a lot of actually really breaking stuff comes out on his show.
What's his name?
Sean Ryan. It's actually just I think only video podcast that's on YouTube.
You know how I know that what you said is not true, Jake?
This guy, Sam
Because
Shoemaker.
no one knows who he is, and everyone
When
knows
he was
who
like
Joe
Joe
Rogan is.
Rogan. Yeah. I was like,
If you're at all in the interest of military,
Yeah, I actually know who
stuff.
you're talking about.
Sean
I
Ryan
retract my
is
statement.
That is
Sean
not
Ryan-
Sean Ryan.
that's not Sean Ryan.
But
Sean
this
Ryan
is
is
Sean
the
Ryan.
Joe Rogan for like military interviews. But that last one on the last screen was the interview that he basically had. There's him with Joe Rogan. He had CIA Army intelligence officer
Mm-hmm.
on his show where he his last name is was it Shoe something or other
Mocker.
Shoemaker
Go on.
or something. He talked about this guy whose ID was in the Cybertruck
Mm-hmm.
sent an email to this guy he's
The guy who
The guy
blew
that
it up
was-
sent an email to the podcaster.
well to the guest on the show.
Yeah.
This guy was a guest on the show because of this
Oh.
email that he got.
Oh,
He's an Army intelligence guy, lower level Army intelligence. He's kind of an influencer, but not big enough not big enough to where he was actually able to get the email and read it. And, a lot of big podcasters get emails all the time and don't read them.
So what did he say?
So he was on Sean Ryan's show.
Mhm.
What did he say?
He sent an email that had basically said, I have information about the drones that we've been seeing. He said China and the U.S. military have been flying these drones over the United States for years, but it has only recently become big in the news. And basically he's saying that he has information about the U.S. military and what they're doing, and that he needs to get the information out.
This is the guy who blew
He
up the truck.
Cybertruck?
The guy
Who's
whose
saying that?
ID was in the truck.
He's saying the drones are coming to get us. And
Well,
he emailed this guy.
He didn't give. He said, "I need to get information out to the public.
Oh, okay.
I want to be on your show. I want to be on Joe Rogan. I want to be on Sean Ryan to publicize this information basically going to be a whistleblower.
And then and you're saying so then he sent that email out and now he ends up dead in front of Trump Tower.
There's a body in the truck and his ID is in the truck.
Yeah.
And here's
hold on though.
Okay, go ahead.
Because you perked my interest actually. Go back to the article and scroll to where the words were. So here we go. This is what, NBC.com or whatever?
NBC News.
NBC News. A decorated Army veteran suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder called U.S. government leadership weak and appeared to acknowledge he purposely blew up a Tesla Cybertruck at the entrance of the Trump. Oh, so wait a minute. This isn't the same guy?
This is no, this is the same guy.
So why did he appear to acknowledge he purposely blew up if it was him in there?
Because of the journal that they found. They found like a thing with an app in it.
Okay.
He had a bunch of stuff in it from like the week prior. So it says documenting some of his movements and state of mind from December 21st to New Year's Eve.
Oh, system, blah, 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 blah.
They found 2 phones in the Cybertruck.
I want to know how
That makes more sense because the reason I got all worked up because I didn't read the second paragraph, but if I had, that makes more sense. But the first paragraph, I'm like, why are they saying he was suffering from post-traumatic stress? It kind of does seem like one of those where the media is like,
oh, he was crazy.
putting a narrative.
Painting it, yeah.
Yeah. But I guess if they find a journal, but even that's weird.
Oh my
well,
gosh.
especially if he was trying to be a whistleblower right before.
Well, that's the thing that's interesting to me is like, how does one go from, hey, I've got information about this drone situation to I'm going to go get a Cybertruck from Toro because he rented it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to fill,
truck.
yeah, and then I'm going to fill, which is a trendy truck too, right? It could have been a Ford Escort,
And
but it wasn't.
Elon Musk, the whole thing.
Yeah. And then fill it with fireworks and then take it over and blow it up. Like, how does someone go to that point?
Do you want to hear the email that he got?
Yeah.
We can play the email.
Oh, yeah.
So
play it.
So this is the episode of the Sean Ryan Show.
Mm-hmm.
And where he's talking about, this is the segment where he's talking about the email.
Okay.
The Mexico border, I am sending this now. Please do not release this until 1 January and keep my identity private until then. First off, I am not under duress or hostile influence or control. My first car was a 2006 black Ford Mustang V6 for verification. What we have been seeing with drones, he puts that in quotes, he says drones, is the operational use of gravitic propulsion systems powered aircraft by most recently China and the East Coast, but throughout history, the US. Only we in China have this capability. Our OPSEN, that's Operations Center, our OPSEN location for this activity is in the box below. China has been launching them from the Atlantic from submarines for years, but this activity recently has picked up. As of now, it is just a show of force, and they are using it similar to how they used the balloon for SIGINT and ISR, which are also part of the integrated comms system. There are dozens of those balloons in the air at any given time. The so what is because of the speed and stealth of these unmanned aircraft. They are the most dangerous threat to national security that has ever existed. They basically have an unlimited payload capacity and can park it over the White House if they wanted. It's checkmate. U.S. government needs to give the history of this, how we are employing it and weaponizing it, how China is employing them and what the way forward is. China is poised to attack anywhere in the East Coast. I've been followed for over a week now from likely Homeland or FBI, and they are looking to move on me and are unlikely going to let me cross into Mexico, but won't because they know I am armed and I have a massive V-bid. Let me pause right there for a second. So he says a massive V-bid. When I was talking to the FBI yesterday, they didn't know what a V-bid was. I had to explain what that acronym meant, literally.
You fucking serious?
Dead serious. I said it twice and he goes, you said that word V-bid. Can you tell me what that is? For your audience, a V-bid, for your audience who has not been in the GWAT for the last 20 years, a V-bid is a vehicle-borne improvised explosive device. In layman's terms, a car bomb, what we saw at Trump Tower. So backing up, he says, I am armed and have a massive V-bid. I've been trying to maintain a very visible profile and have kept my phone, and they are definitely digitally tracking me. Here's where he gets into the other stuff. And this is where we had to redact the names. Well, your producer redacted the names. I have knowledge of this program and also war crimes that were covered up during airstrikes in Nimruz province, Afghanistan in 2019 by the admin, DOD, DEA, and CIA. I conducted targeting for these strikes of over 125 buildings. 65 were struck because of civcas, that's civilian casualties, that killed hundreds of civilians in a single day. U.S. FORA continued strikes after spotting civilians on initial ISR. It was supposed to take 6 minutes and scramble all aircraft in CENTCOM. The UN basically called these war crimes, but the administration made them disappear. I was part of that cover-up with U.S. FORA, an agent, redacted, of the DEA. So I don't know if my abduction attempt is related to either. I worked with, redacted, IO staff on this as well as the response to Bala Murghab. Redacted commander at the time, redacted, can validate this. You need to elevate this to the media so we avoid a world war because this is a mutually assured destruction situation. Then he says, for vetting, my LinkedIn is Matt Berg or Matthew Livelsberger, an active duty 18 Zulu out of 110, that's 1st Battalion, 10th Special Forces Group. My profile is public. I have an active TSSCI with UAP, USAP access.
What is USAP? Do you know what that is?
I don't know what that is. But I checked his credentials on LinkedIn. So that was the first thing I did. I went to his LinkedIn page.
Wow.
First thing I noticed was all of his bona fides were in.
So basically, this guy that blew up, well, potentially blew up. They haven't ID'd the body for sure, right? They've got
Right.
There's an identification in the vehicle, but the body itself has not been identified because this Cybertruck was full of. It was basically a bomb, and a car bomb. And it sounds like he was doing it on purpose because one of the things I thought was like, oh, someone offed him and then put him in the Cybertruck and, you know what I mean, blew up evidence of his existence, right? But you've got my, what's the word? My conspiracy theory mind rolling on this because this could be a number of things. And it's very interesting to hear what he said in that email about the anti-gravity or the gravity manipulation drones that are happening because apparently like the White House is basically like, oh, there are no drones. And then Trump's like, they know what they are. They're just not saying anything.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens when Trump jumps in, if they're going to make any announcements about what's happening.
Yeah.
Because it is definitely weird for sure.
Yeah. So right after this little bit, Sean Ryan said, okay, we're going to take a break and check our email, see if we have anything. And sure enough, they had an email from this guy, the Sean Ryan show. And he basically said kind of the same thing. He says, I have information I want to get out there. I have to do it before December 31st because I'm going to be gone or I'm leaving or something like that. And this guest who is on the show, he theorized that he used a Cybertruck, which it was his own Cybertruck, I guess. It wasn't a Turo. I think the Turo one was the New Orleans one.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Which was also an electric truck. It was a Ford Lightning. Anyway, he theorized that this military guy, Livelsberger, actually put a body in the truck knowing that it could be self-driven and is still alive and put the information to make it in the truck to make it look like it was him.
And his phone and everything because he thought they were being tracked.
All of his stuff. Yeah.
That would be that's like movie stuff, right?
But he had guns too in the truck as well, not just explosives. So it's a really interesting, I mean, it's a rabbit hole for sure. And it's fresh. And I'm curious to know how it's going to play out. But right now, the official news, like this U.S. news article just says an Army vet with PTSD, had plans to cause some damage.
Yeah, so actually, after reading about this, I'm finding that, they've actually even come out and said that they believe that he actually did send this email. They're saying and when I say they, I think the FBI is claiming that the claims about the Chinese drones are unsubstantiated, but that he but they are acknowledging that he and the other bomber, despite
The other bomber?
The one from New
The
Orleans.
New Orleans one that killed like 15 people.
But that wasn't a bomb.
He had explosives in his truck.
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, but despite the timing. Okay, here
he
we go.
served in they're from the same military base, Fort Bragg.
Meanwhile, officials stress that despite the timing and shared military backgrounds, there's been no direct link found between Livensberger and the Army veteran attacker on Bourbon Street, Shamsud Din Jabbar, who had a raft of personal issues, including divorces, that may have led to the deadly attack, which ended with him being killed by police. The parallels are striking. Both men were Afghanistan war veterans. Both utilized rented vehicles from the same company to carry out violent public acts on the same day, and both were stationed at Fort Liberty, North Carolina, during their careers. But the similarities may stop there.
Maybe it was a rental then.
Yeah,
'Cause
this article just said it was also it was rented.
So that's bizarre that two
Yeah,
guys
that is
who
interesting.
used to be stationed in the same place decided to both rent vehicles on the same day. I mean, that can't
With
be a
the
coincidence.
same electricity.
With the same electricity, utilizing the same
Solar,
atmospheric current.
sun.
Yeah, the same sun.
I think we need to outlaw Toro and trucks.
Oh,
Clearly,
yeah,
Problem
because of
mass
the-
murdering.
yeah.
Mm.
It's pretty wild. Well, the one guy killed a bunch of people, though.
Well,
and the other guy apparently...
You know what we need to do? I'm sorry, but I just need to get to the real topic here. We need to limit the capacity of how many miles these trucks can drive.
Yeah, those magazines or those
The
batteries are
10
there too.
miles. That's all you
You should
Yeah.
get like 3 shots. I mean, 3 miles.
per.
Because we can't have you killing 10 miles worth of people.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So, but the one that didn't kill anybody apparently didn't try to. Like, he left in his note, he's like, I'm not trying to kill anyone. That's why I'm
The bomb at
shooting
the
fireworks.
Trump Tower one?
Yeah.
Because he shot himself and then blew up a bunch of fireworks. I
Oh.
don't think he intended to, like...
Yeah,
he
he had
shot
a-
himself and then blew up a bunch of fireworks.
Well, sorry, he probably lit a fuse
oh, I see.
and shot himself.
Like,
I'm just assuming he
Yeah.
didn't shoot himself
He had a
before.
He lit the fuse?
Yeah.
they
I'm
they
guessing that too.
he had a bullet wound to his head.
I'm assuming he
Hmm.
didn't light a bunch of fireworks.
So they could tell they had a bullet wound to his head, but couldn't pull enough DNA to identify him.
Well, it just takes time, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, if your body's completely fried,
Well, there's going to be
you
DNA.
can
Still,
still
yeah,
see
that'd
the
be DNA.
bullet hole in your skull.
It's probably him, though. They think he sent that email.
Did you guys see the video I just showed? It showed him backing out. They're almost on security cameras. You
Oh.
can see him.
You can see him.
And he
yeah.
even
Oh,
said,
yeah.
I rented this truck, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
anyway,
That's probably him.
I'm sure it's him.
yeah.
And I'm sure a drone came down, drove him over there, shot him in the head, and then lit the fireworks. I'm sure that's what
From
happened.
China, and mind you, from the Atlantic, not the Pacific.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know about these drones. Like, I have a hard time believing that they're as dangerous as he thinks. Because I would think that they could make like a gun on like a turret that just like automatically bing and it's dead.
The problem
You know what I mean?
is that they've never had to deal with such small. They're so small that half the time they're undetectable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
And that's why they're so dangerous. And they're so maneuverable and they can carry payloads.
Yeah,
I mean, look at the Ukraine-Russia war. They're
yeah.
flying these like basically Walmart drones. I mean, the technology is not much different other than they probably go further, but they can carry grenades and they'll drop the grenade somewhere.
That
you know?
and that's getting crazy. By the way,
Oh yeah.
they're saying that they think somewhere between like 400 and 700,000 people have died. That's like more than the Vietnam War, more
Yeah.
than like that's a huge war. It's
But
not
is
like
that-
a little skirmish like it kind of started out. It's like,
But is that 700,000 in Russian numbers or American?
well, that's the problem too. Like, and actually, if you look on like the Wikipedia page, it'll say like the U.S. estimate, the Russia estimate, and obviously like Ukraine says more Russians have died and Russia says more Ukrainians.
Yeah.
And then the U.S. has a different number than each, but
Of
they're
course.
all really high.
Yeah.
Like a ton,
It's
like
not a joke.
hundreds of thousands of people.
That's for sure.
So anyway,
Well, this dovetails perfectly into our next story, which is Sasquatch kills 2 people. in
oh
Oregon.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natural next step.
Perfect segue.
Sasquatch kills 2 people.
Yeah. Can't you read it? It says 2 men were found dead from exposure after looking for Sasquatch.
Oh yeah,
It's terrible.
From giant
He did
footprints.
kill
on
him.
them.
Sasquatch
Speaking
exposed
of-
himself to these people when they died.
Speaking of Sasquatch,
And they
who's coming
saw,
up?
they found giant
Nobody.
footprints.
they're getting in a
I
car
heard
and
some.
driving away.
Oh.
I heard some. Oh. Wah,
I
wah.
thought Sasquatch was coming up.
Yeah,
So 2 men were found dead from exposure after looking for Sasquatch. Basically 2 idiots, which could have been us very easily.
yeah. Except I probably would have taken a sleeping bag.
Did they
very
not?
least.
Mhm.
Well, if they died of exposure,
On Christmas Day,
yeah.
Wait, this is
how
a
did
good,
you celebrate your Christmas? Well, I'm dead, but I was looking for Sasquatch.
But this is a good point. Did Sasquatch expose himself to these guys?
That's what I
and
was
then they
saying.
died?
Like, they died from Sasquatch exposure.
They did find giant footprints in them.
Based on weather conditions and ill preparedness.
It smells like Bigfoot's dick.
Yeah. This
What?
The 37 and 59-year-old.
Anchorman. Never
Oh, it's on
mind.
Anchorman?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have.
This could easily be me though, because I regularly, like today actually, I went hiking in the snow, like snow
Oh, wow.
blowing in my face and stuff. And I wasn't very like geared up. I was geared enough up for a hike of a couple miles and back. If I got stuck, I'd probably get in trouble. You know what I
You
mean?
were looking for Sasquatch, dude.
No, that's probably
True.
it too. I
Yeah.
would have had to hike like way out there in the wilderness. Because you know anyone who's looking for Sasquatch goes like way out there, like
Yeah,
way
and
further.
you're bringing something with you, like I don't know. When we go to the property, we're doing our thing. I'm bringing a bunch of stuff with us in our backpack.
Yeah, but I don't bring a sleeping bag. I assume I'm gonna get there and back.
Yeah,
During
but
the day.
I have like necessary survival stuff, like
Yeah.
even a gun. You know,
Oh,
So
I didn't even bring.
So
a
you
gun.
think it was Sasquatch that actually killed them?
Yeah,
Is
'cause
that's
that's the
what's
only
going
way
on.
to-
Okay.
They were
All
prepared
right,
enough.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
They were shocked by Sasquatch exposing himself.
Sasquatch just went up behind them and put his hands over their mouths and was like, shh, 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 shh. just,
It'd be
like,
way deeper.
just like slowly suffocated him.
So, Phil, if you're ever in Oregon, in Sacamaya County,
I make myself laugh sometimes.
it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
If you're ever up in Oregon in this county, don't hunt for Bigfoot
Come on.
because it'll cost you
your life.
$1,000 fine and include jail time.
Only harming Bigfoot is $1,000 fine.
Yeah, you can't harm Bigfoot.
You can look for him.
Oh, is
And
this
take
if you
pictures.
harm him?
Yeah, if you harm him,
Well, he's going to murder you before you even.
yeah,
Have a
he'll
chance
expose
to harm
himself
him.
to you. Yeah.
I just can't stop picturing Bigfoot. It's going to be okay.
And then he kills
No
you.
one can know about me.
You're going
Sorry.
to a better place.
Oh my goodness.
Wait.
What
so
the hell is this?
who does this
Accidentally
law
getting shot? What?
protect?
A law meant to protect the mysterious creature and to prevent hunters with large beards
From accidentally getting shot. That's good.
Who wrote this? We need to-
Definitely
Sasquatch.
not Rob Shelton.
Kill that big beard.
Oh, that's what the law
Person.
actually says?
Yes.
That-
we need to
That's funny.
talk to this duster person.
Chandelier.
Chandelier
Chandelier
duster.
duster. Yeah,
I lo-
she needs to.
She's writing the story, dude. Don't blame her.
You know that's a law that will
Funny.
go right out the window if you actually shoot Sasquatch.
Oh yeah,
Like no one will even remember what
I would
the
be
law
like,
was.
I'll do my time
yeah.
and I'll pay the $1,000.
$1,000.
Yeah.
I will forever be the guy that killed Sasquatch.
I mean, even like all the prosecutors and judges will be like, wait, what laws? Didn't you say they got Sasquatch?
yeah,
Like, that's all they would care about.
they bring him to the stand and be like, can we see the body?
Yeah.
And then all you have to do is elect Trump, and he'll just pardon you if you got charged.
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah.
Oh,
This
man.
yeah, he'd get a
Yeah.
lot of publicity for that one.
He's probably going to pardon
Well,
Sasquatch.
Yeah.
For sure.
Especially if he's wanted for murder for suffocating
For the-
people.
yeah.
Like-
For these two people.
It's gonna be okay.
Quiet now.
Too silly.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
That'd be a good T-shirt, though.
Yeah.
Just a Sasquatch behind two hikers covering their mouth.
Yeah, we should do that for a T-shirt. We'll sell it to our listener.
Put it on our next backpacking trip. It's gonna be
Oh, we should all get matching T-shirts.
We totally should. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do
You
that.
guys are so gay.
Okay.
Let's get matching T-shirts for our next camping trip.
Listen to this guy. Come on. We're just supporting the podcast.
See.
Okay.
Be fun, Jeff.
All right, next story. I call this one Trump this story.
Oh, there you go.
Trump is to be
Segue.
sentenced over hush money case but judge signals no jail time. I didn't read this, so Phil, tell me what it's about.
That's pretty much it.
Oh,
so
next story,
I
then.
think the important sentence is down. Scroll down a little bit. Oh, go back up. Right there. New York Justice Juan Merchan signaled he would not sentence Trump to jail time, probation, or a fine, but instead give him an unconditional discharge, and wrote in his order that the president-elect could appear in person or virtually for the hearing. So an unconditional discharge pretty much means like you get a traffic ticket, this is going to go on your record, but you don't pay anything.
So Trump won't be able to get a job after this. Is
Exactly.
What you're saying. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Just
It'll be on his permanent
No
record.
more working at
Okay.
McDonald's.
Yeah, when he does his job interview, or if he like applies to work at a school or something, he'll probably have to disclose.
denied.
Yeah. He can't.
I see here you were the president of the United States, but
You
got-
paid off an escort. So
What'd you say your name is? Donald Trump? Oh.
Yeah.
So you're saying he had an unconditional discharge with an escort? I don't understand.
Yeah. Don't you remember the golden showers story?
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. Unconditional discharge.
Yeah, we're not going to
yeah,
explain
just say
that
it
one to you,
again.
Phil.
Yeah. How many times can you say discharge?
Goodness.
Phil is so in love with Donald Trump that he put another Trump story here.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, I put Trump is an animal because this is our messed up animal story.
Yeah.
Trump complains that the U.S. flags will be half-mast on his inauguration day.
Half staff on his
Half-staff, yeah.
inauguration day. And I didn't even read anything about that. I just thought it was funny.
Why is it going to be half staff?
Because-
Well, Carter died.
Jimmy Carter.
Oh,
So Biden ordered 30 days of half-mast, which is totally normal.
Oh, is it really? They do
When a
30
president-
every
days?
time
When
a
a president
president.
dies? Yeah.
30
Oh,
days?
Jimmy Carter. Never mind. My brain that he recently died. Okay.
Yeah, so Jimmy
yeah.
Carter, 1977 to 1981 was a president,
Yeah.
and he died on the
Okay.
30th of January, I think.
I see.
Or of
In the
December.
future.
That
The end of this, he died at the end of this
I feel like
month.
the flag is just always at half staff these days.
Isn't that sad?
It's like every
Like,
little
seriously.
thing.
It really is. Every time I drive by Harmon's, half staff.
Yeah, it doesn't even mean
and
anything
Harmon's
anymore.
flag is magnificent.
It's just like, all right, we suck. Everything sucks all the time.
Oh, drone flew over, half-mast.
Yeah.
Chickens on sale, half-mast.
Isn't that crazy though? 30 days?
They do
30
that for
days?
every
No, I
president.
think they do that for every
If
president.
a president dies, or if there's like a like leader of the military or a high profile figure,
It's 30 days.
not 30. No,
Oh,
no.
Well, that's what I'm asking. 30 days seems like a lot.
It's usually like a week or through the weekend. or
yeah.
something
I
like
could
that.
understand a week. I feel like 30 days
But
is
maybe for
Does
president.
anyone remember 9/11? Like, how long was it for 9/11? That's a huge
Well, it was
deal.
like 4 days.
Yeah.
And they were like,
Like, think about that.
the stock
So, like,
market's
let's
open
put it-
again.
let's put
Raise
it in
that flag.
flag
perspective.
back up.
Let's go to perspective.
Yeah, let's perspectivize it.
It's
Is it normal to have flags?
The flag should fly at half-staff for 30 days at
Oh.
all funeral buildings.
Federal.
Oh my gosh, hold on.
It's okay. I
What's
got it.
happening?
Flagabest.
Don't allow all federal buildings, grounds, and naval bases through
Lobotomy.
Okay, so
Feasibility.
basically, all federal buildings need to keep it at 30 for 30 days.
So Trump's upset about that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess because a federal building, like that'd be the White House. That'd
Yeah.
be-
No, so it is like a automatic thing. All presidents and former presidents.
Yeah. When Trump dies,
But
we'll
I
get the same
googled
thing.
what is the longest the flag has been at half staff, and I can't find anything.
I mean, my flag's been at half staff for
They wiped it.
years.
TMI, Jeff.
What? I have a flag out front of my
TMI.
house.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, jerk?
Half staff and flag FAQs.
So
what
they
is
think it's
Trump?
so great? Oh, yeah. Can
Oh,
you put that right
sorry.
in the microphone? There.
So that's probably fine, I guess.
Well,
It's probably not really a story.
Yeah. Do you feel like Trump's?
He's probably like they're trying to say that America is sad because I'm getting inaugurated.
Yeah.
So the
And then-
Democrats are all giddy about having our magnificent American flag potentially behind being at half-mast during my inauguration, Trump said. And he said they think it's so great. They're so happy about it because
The most tremendous.
So I
in
get it.
actuality, they don't love our country and they only think about themselves.
So I get it. He's actually worried about the picture.
Yeah.
For
he
the
is
first
worried
time
about the
ever,
picture.
during an inauguration of a future president, will it be at half-mast?
So is he just suggesting during inauguration maybe they put it up and then they can just put it back down?
Who's the guy that took
I
over
don't
for
know.
Kennedy? Was it Johnson?
I don't know.
Yes, it was Lyndon B. Johnson.
Was the flag at half mast
This just
Good
for
question.
Lyndon B.
This
Johnson's
just in.
inauguration?
I googled how long should flag half when president dies.
We're so professional on this.
The flag
podcast.
should fly at half staff for 30 days at all federal grounded and naval vessels
We
in the
already
United
said
States
that.
when president dies. Former president dies.
Let's Google it a few more
Can't
times.
even spell anything. Was the flag at half
Holy
mast
Spirit.
Well, while you're reading that, we're going to listen to
when
the Holy Spirit eat truffles.
Lyndon B.
Truffle eating ASMR.
Johnson was inaugurated.
It's in the flag code.
Mm.
U.S.
Oh,
flag
the
code.
flags have their own code?
The flag code. Yeah.
As we are learning.
Jeff, you're a Boy Scout.
You're out.
You know, there's
Boy
a
Scout,
flag
you're out.
code. 30-day period from death of the former president.
Oh,
Yeah.
So this is weird. I asked Google, was the flag flying at half mast when
Lyndon
Johnson?
B. Johnson.
Johnson became president? And it's like pages and pages and pages of why the flags are being flown half mast for Trump on inauguration day.
Oh God.
Well, who cares?
So I can't even find it.
Well, who cares?
Trump's got the greatest image of a president with an American flag
Truth.
of all time.
Let's
ever.
try
Truth.
this. Lyndon. Well, he probably
Fist in
wasn't
the
even
air,
outside.
Fight.
Ear bleeding.
He wants to
bleeding.
recreate that image, that photo. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, probably at the like.
He's
Just
probably
have
going
him
to bring his
squat
own
down a little
flag.
bit.
He's probably going to be
Have him,
holding
yeah,
a flag.
have him Photoshop the
Yeah,
top of the pole.
Just squat
As he
down a
walks
little.
up to this.
Oh, okay. So this makes sense because if you'll remember, Lyndon B. Johnson was inaugurated in like some kind of hotel room or something.
In a bunker.
Yeah. So there
Oh,
it
yeah,
is
there
right
you go.
there.
That's a crappy hotel
So there wouldn't
room.
really have been a flag.
Looks like a
He's in a plane.
That
yeah.
looks like Air Force One, yeah.
Yeah. So he probably was flying. They're like, the president's dead. You're the president. And sorry, we didn't have time to put a half-mast flag behind you for the picture.
Just a bunch of
But there's no flags.
bald foreheads.
That guy behind him looks like
Yeah.
he's at half
Show Trump that picture and be like, just shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shut
at
up,
least
Trump.
you'll be outside.
You'll be outside. It'll be nice. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. I guess it makes sense. 30 days is a long time for a president.
But that's normal.
Yeah, but
Maybe you should Google it, Phil, because
I'm
we've
just-
all been Googling it.
I'm not.
We all Googled it.
I'm not saying this time is weird. I'm
Flag
saying
code.
now that I know it's 30 days, I'm saying in general that's weird. That seems like a long time.
It seems like if he's president and he's getting inaugurated, he could do something like maybe it starts at half mast and he
Raises
orders it
up.
to be raised and then bring it back down out of
Yeah.
respect. Why not?
Yeah, I don't know. Seems like long time. Like for 30 days, I got to drive by a flag and be like, there was
Why
a
is
president
it-
that died.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's a long time.
That's what I'm saying.
You'll be like,
mourn.
oh, I forgot Jimmy Carter died.
Especially
Good
because he
thing.
was like the worst president ever, apparently.
What are you
Well-
saying? Everyone should make their polls taller and make it higher?
Yeah, I don't know. I think just quicker.
And
Like 3 days tops. Like September 11th is like a 7-day flag at half mast, and all other things are shorter than that.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my vote. Because otherwise it's just like every day. It's like the noticeable days is when it's all the way up. Nowadays,
True.
I feel like it's like
True.
5 days out of the year.
Mm.
When you're up, it's like, oh, it's up.
Yeah, so when
That's
it's
good.
down, you just don't care. You're like, it's always down. Who cares?
But that just happens as you get older.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay,
Once you
well,
hit 40,
on
it's
to-
down
It's
usually.
all downhill from here.
On to my next story, which is
we.
space. Is a space story.
Okay.
It's called "Space Isn't Real."
Oh, that's
Because I'm
probably
going to show you guys this video. There's not much of a story here other than just watch this video
okay.
if I can get it loaded.
But is it going to take 5 minutes to get to the point
Yeah,
in this video?
probably.
Apologize for
You
that.
tell us.
I didn't
You tell
bookmark
us,
the
Jake.
exact moment. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We were here for
So
it.
I'm. Oh, why does my phone do this?
Did you try
It
to
won't
full-
let me play?
Did you try to
videos.
full screen it?
Turn it sideways. Landscape mode.
Because I don't do full screen because
Maybe
it seems
just
to
It's
your-
from my
it.
app.
Maybe just your network. So,
Oh yeah, I've been doing it from my browser too. Maybe that's why. ISS hairspray ISIS.
is hairspray.
So
This looks fun.
I'd love to show you guys the video, and I kind of have to show you.
There you go. It's working.
Yeah, but it's not because that's not the right video. Okay, okay, watch. He grabs.
and grabs a harness that's right on his hip. I gotta pause it.
Did you see that?
Okay, wait.
Oh, right there.
To me, there's several funny parts, by the way.
Oh.
Oh, it's like
yeah,
You
look
can
at when he's
totally
upside
see
down.
it.
Look at like his pants are being pulled.
Plus, look at his
Move
hair.
your freaking head, dude.
We gotta make her hair look like that, right? It's gotta be standing up.
It's hairsprayed.
Oh, it's showing a close up of his hair, so it's photoshopped.
No,
Her
her
hair.
hair.
Her hair.
Her hair is like hairsprayed up.
Yeah,
it looks like.
it is totally like
Doing a backflip and gravity just like
because her hair's not moving at all.
must have found a pot. Gravity goes away and he fell. Yeah. Or he got caught up in that harness. Here comes
Blatant NASA fakery is the name of this video.
Yeah.
So, in a nutshell, we're watching some astronauts in space, I assume in the ISS,
Is that George Bush Sr.?
and they're
Yeah,
like,
that was H-dub.
and they're saying that their hair is like not great, and there was a part where like he was missing part of his hip when he flipped over. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's where they were saying that the harness was.
He like grabbed. It's just there's some weird anomalies with like zero gravity, like how you would assume gravity was.
Yeah.
You can see the string, the
Yeah.
cords are pulling his shirt up right there.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they're drawing cords in there.
Well, they're
Well, yeah,
saying
to
here's,
show you, like,
here's where
hey.
the harness would
Wouldn't that be insane if like we've never even gone to space?
Yeah. That's what I'm bringing. No, that's the story that I'm bringing to you.
You'll
right
know,
now.
yeah, you notice when they spin around, they put
Look.
their hands in.
Look,
as
he's
if-
got his hands on something. Why would you put your hands on your hip if you're spinning around in a circle like that? In zero
I don't know.
gravity?
He doesn't look like he's. Yeah. I mean, it's weird, but not.
So for the listener, they're like doing flips in this space station, and they keep grabbing at their hip, and they keep grabbing like a cord. Basically, it looks like it, but the cord's invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look when he does the flip again. It doesn't look like he's in a harness to me because his hips actually move.
But watch, he's
Up and
upside
down.
down. His
And
pants
watch.
are pulled
You
up.
can-
See, look at where his hips are going.
Yeah, but watch this guy. He grabs something.
Yeah, the side of the thing, he doesn't want to hit it.
They're not
Space
tethered
isn't real.
to anything while
Unless
they're
I-
in there.
And unless I guess he's on a harness and they lift him as he flips.
Her hair does look whack though.
Look, no
Like,
matter
that
what
looks
she does with her hair, like changes her head direction or anything, her hair stays the same. Like
stiff
it's
as a board.
like it's Whoville.
It does look like Whoville.
Her nose is a little bit up, like
Yeah,
And like-
a little bit prissy.
Betty
There's
Betty Lou Who.
There's some
I mean, that
similarities.
could
yes.
just be like you haven't washed your hair in 2 years.
no,
like-
Phil.
No, Phil.
I don't know anything about
Because they're only going to go
Wanda.
out there for a couple days and got left there for 5 months. So are those people even...
Is that the people? They're the ones that
No,
are
no.
stuck?
No,
Oh.
I'm joking, but I'm just saying those people aren't even home yet.
Yeah, and they're like still like, we don't know when they're coming home.
I thought they came home.
No,
I thought it was
Didn't
February or something
Elon
they were
save
planning
them?
on.
I think
Remember he was.
They had a
going
trip
to.
planned, I think, for February.
Oh yeah, it was
Bring 'em back?
February.
But they're
Yeah.
saving up money for gas for the Honda.
Yeah. Yeah, well, when you got Cybertrucks blowing up, you're losing money.
What priorities?
Mhm.
Anyway, space isn't real, guys. Phil, add that to your thing. So here's another thing, and I don't have long hair, so we're gonna ask Amber. If you were in space
Mm-hmm.
and your hair flew
What would your hair
around
look
like? What would you-
awkwardly like that,
It'd be. It would definitely just wouldn't be
It
like.
would float. It wouldn't be
bing. Yeah,
stiff.
it would float. It'd be
But-
flowy.
but here's what I'm saying: why wouldn't you just put it in a ponytail then, or a bun? You know what I mean? Like,
You
why
would.
let
You
it
would.
freely flow?
You would. That's the.
It's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you would do that.
right.
I
Holy
would-
Ghost.
I would do
Amber
that.
would do that.
I would do that.
So you should be going to space,
I
not
should.
this
Okay,
hair-free
it's settled.
lady.
Elon, pick me up.
they're saying now
Put me in, coach.
late March at the earliest
Oh,
is
for
when
those
SpaceX is
March.
going to get to them.
See, I'm gonna
At
go.
the
I'm gonna,
earliest.
I'm gonna correct something because I think I said they came home on a previous
Yeah, they're still up there.
podcast.
Oh yeah, didn't we talk
Oh.
about how sickly they looked?
Yeah, and I thought she went to the hospital after she got home.
You were just talking about someone else, I think.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just a different.
There's a different astronaut that came home.
And
But why
looked
didn't they
sick.
stop by and pick up those other people?
Yeah, I don't know.
They're
I mean,
just
if you're
rude.
in the area,
Yeah,
If you're in town, just pick them up. Just swing by.
yeah.
I blame them for making me falsely report that.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, that's appropriate blame.
They've just launched like probably thousands of satellites and things flying around up there. But there's so much space, it probably doesn't matter.
So when I was preparing for the thing today, I didn't realize this, but apparently where space starts and Earth's atmosphere ends is like a debatable subject.
Yeah.
Like it goes from like 80 kilometers to 100 kilometers, which is what most people think. But even 100 kilometers is still within the atmosphere of Earth. And so like Earth's atmosphere that actually extends out further than that. So the International Space Station isn't even technically in space.
Yeah.
It's like in the high atmosphere.
How many kilometers or miles?
It's past 100.
It's up there a ways, but it is still. I don't think it's breathable air up there, but it's
It
like
has nothing to do with air. It
Yeah.
has to do with
It's
like
just like
atmosphere.
yeah.
I also heard that the ozone that we ruined
Uh-huh.
because of our aerosols, apparently during COVID, it sealed up. We're
Yeah.
good now.
It's
That's
good.
fine.
You know, we're good now.
Oh,
Also, it's fixed.
The whole
We
over.
fixed COVID. That's what
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Fauci was trying to do. He was trying to fix the
I'm
whole.
serious. That's a true story.
I did read that, and they really did say like they think because everybody like stayed home for a
Yeah,
little
they
while
weren't driving cars.
that
Yeah.
it healed
They weren't
that
polluting.
quickly.
it was probably all the vaccines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It definitely
Just
was the
healed-
vaccines. It
Healed
makes
the
sense.
atmosphere.
You guys, it's science.
yeah. The Earth just needed
Duh.
a vaccine.
I'm going to space tomorrow. So
Yeah.
I know this.
I am too, just to see what my hair does.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm speaking for you.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to
Yeah.
space
Yeah.
tomorrow. So
Get on top of this right now.
Did you see though that there's a movie on? We haven't seen it because it's on Apple TV Plus,
Mm.
but
I
it's
think we can get it free for the weekend. Just saying.
there you go. Well, I think we did that last year though for the Ryan Reynolds, Will Ferrell movie. What was that?
Spirited.
Jingled,
Oh,
Spirited.
the
Jingle
musical.
balls.
Was that good?
It was really good.
Really?
It's
Okay,
worth
I wanna
signing
see
up
it.
for Apple TV Plus and then immediately canceling it.
If
But
you
now
have
there's
T-Mobile, you get it free for a year.
But now it looks like there are two movies, and the other one is starring Scarlett Johansson and I forget who else. But it's about them faking the moon landing.
I heard.
Oh, Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum. Yeah. It looks like a good time.
What?
Yeah.
No, you guys, stop it. Stop it. I do like Channing.
And Keanu Reeves.
He's
I don't
great.
like Keanu.
Oh.
Oh, it was Kevin
Actually, he
Bacon
is
that
kind of
year.
Oh yeah, I do like Kevin Bacon.
Mhm.
Not like I like Channing though.
Yeah, Channing's so good.
Mm.
Oh, I like that.
Yummy.
Is that your ornament?
I went to a client's house and they had this Christmas ornament on their tree and had to take a picture of it.
It's of Dr. Fauci.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like perfect ornament for the listeners.
yeah, it's like not a joke. It's like
It's
we
not a joke.
seriously love Dr. Fauci.
They actually don't.
Oh,
They
it was
were
a
like,
joke.
yeah, they
Okay.
basically were like this.
They
is
probably
so
have an
funny.
ornament for each year or something like that, and that
Yeah,
was the
exactly.
My
2019
2021 is a roll of toilet paper.
Yeah, there you go. Some Clorox. What were those Clorox wipes or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you guys about that one where I was in the line at, I think it was the BYU Creamery, and the guy in front of me had every Clorox wipe in the whole store. His whole cart was full, and he had the most shamed look on his face. Like he looked back at me, and you could just tell it was like guilt all over his face.
His shirt said, "My wife sent me here."
Yeah, something like that. And he just like checked out, and everybody's just like, "Whoa, dude."
During COVID, we made our own wet wipes. We put like the paper towels.
Oh, with
in,
the Dawn dish soap.
No, with bleach too.
Oh,
Like we put bleach and some water in the Ziploc bag with the whole roll of whatever. You just take it out from the center. I was like, oh, that was the easiest thing. We should never buy wipes ever again because this was so
yeah.
cheap and easy to do.
We just had like 2 bottles of rubbing alcohol, and they lasted the whole pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you guys remember going to stores and their hand sanitizer? I feel like everywhere I went, it smelled so horrible, like the worst smell ever.
It was made out of like cheap liquor, is what it was.
Cheapest vodka you could ever get.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
And
so
sorry,
terrible.
I love a certain store in Utah, but that certain store during the pandemic, their hand sanitizer was
You just name it. Who was it?
Harmon's.
Oh, I do love
Harmon's.
Harmon's.
Harmon's is
Sorry,
great.
but like they're great, but like their hand sanitizer during that, like it was like you just smell your hands, you're like, oh.
What was with that?
my
Why didn't they just make
Yeah.
regular hand
Yeah.
sanitizer?
I think they ran out of it and they just went to all the liquor distilleries and they're like, we need the cheapest shit you can give us.
Yeah,
Just give it to
yeah.
us
Yeah,
right now.
what on earth? But
Salt-
you could buy, like, they never ran out of rubbing alcohol. And I was like, that's
Nope.
exactly what
And
hand
there never was
sanitizer is.
a
Yeah.
shortage of alcohol in the liquor stores.
Yeah.
That's true.
Wasn't
They
it funny?
ramped it right up.
Wasn't it funny too when it got over and everybody's like, 10,000 masks, $5.
Yeah.
Like,
Right?
and there was a time I couldn't even buy a mask. Yeah.
The only time the mask did anything was the N95s, like when Phil and I were painting and like getting ash and everything all over our
Yeah, it keeps
freaking
the dust
body.
out of your
When you
nose.
actually needed it, you couldn't have it.
Yeah.
Like, you're not getting it.
That's what I always say. How'd we get on to COVID?
I don't remember.
Fauci.
I blacked
Oh,
out.
yeah.
it's
Jeff
Fauci.
was like, look
Yeah.
at this Fauci thing.
It's just
Is he
Yeah.
like going to prison or what?
He should.
No, didn't they pardon him? Or he was talking about pardoning him,
I don't know.
but he
Biden was.
didn't.
You get a pardon, and
No, it
you
was
get a pardon.
The vaccine, global warming, Fauci hero.
Oh yeah, we repaired the.
Oh, good job, Jake.
We repaired the ozone layer with
Vaccine.
COVID vaccines.
Okay,
Mm.
it's all coming together.
No, it's okay.
That's
It's
what
something
this
we
podcast
all.
is about.
Yeah, we all want to forget COVID. But here it
COVID
is.
was awesome.
Yeah, I actually think it was hilarious.
I liked it. Traffic was great.
I liked it.
Gave us
Air
stuff
was
to talk
great.
about.
The only people actually like it, I like it too.
Yeah, I wish we could do
liked
that
it
every
too.
5 years.
You mean like
Yeah,
the
every 5
shutdown?
years.
Every 5 years.
Yeah, the
Shutdown.
shutdown was
Just
nice.
do a shutdown every 5
The
years.
shutdown
Yeah.
was nice because we didn't, like, me and my family just went like on vacation
Yeah.
the whole time. Everything was empty
Yep.
everywhere. It was like, I want life to be like that. I want
Yeah.
most people to die. And just like everywhere I go, like way fewer people.
We should get Phil
Support
the
of COVID.
Yeah.
the snap glove.
oh, the
thing.
snap
Oh,
glove. Is that-
Thanos?
yeah.
Thanos' snap
It's
glove.
his snap glove.
Mhm.
Like we took the kids to Circus in
In
Las Vegas, like day 2 or something like that. There's
You had
like
to wear masks.
nobody there. We didn't have to wear masks yet.
Really?
That wasn't a thing.
Oh.
It was like still like Fauci was still like masks are ridiculous. That's hilarious. But everyone's like freaking out.
hilarious.
Nobody was there. And we just like walked around Circus. We went and like saw a little show or like, oh, they're about to do a little magic show and like and we were like, this is for kids. We're all as well. But then the guy like strips halfway
Oh.
through and we're like covering our kids.
Is it Channing Tatum?
Yeah, it was Channing Tatum.
magician.
COVID was a good time.
Yeah.
You say that after talking about a man stripping in front of your children?
Yeah.
Oh.
COVID was great. Exposed my kid to male strippers.
And on that note,
It's just like, especially like the sound that your wife makes when that happens. Like,
What?
oh.
that's not the sound my wife.
It was.
Yeah, that's Phil behind her.
The title for this episode will be Sasquatch Murdered 7 in West Valley.
There you go. I love it.
Okay, on that note, I love everybody.
Oh, you don't
Unless
have...
I don't love you. Wait, what?
Well,
I
we
thought you were
love
going to
you.
be like, this...
Main topic?
Yeah, this is the profound moment of the year.
I'm going to show you the main topic because it's a whole bunch of blankness. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
Do you have a main topic?
No, I came to this podcast locked and loaded with pure silliness because you were like, I didn't do anything to prepare.
I didn't.
So
It worked out great.
Yeah.
I read articles because you were 9 hours late getting here.
Oh, there you
Exactly.
go.
So that
9
was
hours.
awesome. And thank you for the contribution of 7 Trump stories. That seemed a little
Oh, yeah.
excessive, but it worked out good.
It was good. They were funny too, right?
They were great.
What were they?
I don't remember.
Half staff.
Oh yeah, half staff,
Half staff,
and he's going to jail.
or
No,
not going to
Yeah.
jail.
not going to jail.
Nice.
He's going to be early discharge.
But he
What was
won't
it
get
called?
he won't get jobs after.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a
Being
group
president.
effort podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It was very good. Holy Spirit, thank you for
Did we-
being here.
Did we fix the
Thank you
Americas?
for having me.
Jacob, thanks for being here. Did we fix America? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, I was wondering if
I
did
I
we
feel
fix
like
the
we
Americas?
did.
No idea.
Yeah, I do.
Like it feels fixed.
I feel like at
We
least
unforked America.
I feel like at least we stopped everyone from hunting Sasquatch because now they know he'll just sneak up behind you and
Just
put you down. Yeah, it makes me think of like that guy on Saving Private Ryan that like slowly stabs that guy. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
shh.
Oh.
And the guy's like,
Wow. That reminds me, I need to watch that movie with my daughter.
yeah, you do.
Traumatize that in.
No, that's actually a good one, I think, to watch with your kids.
You know what
Probably
we're-
at an appropriate age, but
Yeah,
Yeah, that
she's
is
there.
a good one.
You know what we're watching right now?
what?
She's there.
We're in the middle.
Striptease.
No, we're watching a Dark Knight
Oh, are you?
That's
a good
one of the best films ever.
because
really.
I was talking about like actually scary villains, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you need to watch this one.
Yeah, I thought about showing my kids that. I'm like, you know what? I can't even show them this edited, and I don't want to. So I got to
No.
wait until they're
Wait
like
till they're old
fully,
enough.
Yeah.
He is so creepy, and
Yeah.
I'm not all
Joker?
the way through it again. Yeah, the Joker, Heath Ledger, Heath
Ledger.
Keith Hedger?
Bedgemore.
Keith
Yeah.
Hedworth.
He is so good, and you know what creeped me out so much is that he's like telling someone the story of him getting the scars,
Yeah.
and then in another scene he's telling another person
Yeah.
the story of him getting the scars.
It's like a little different.
It's a completely different
Oh,
story.
that's right. Yeah.
The first one was like, my father
Yeah.
came to me, and then the next one was like, when I was in 4th grade, she came to me.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like, what?
I had
This isn't even the same
a
people.
wife. She was
Oh, yeah.
beautiful.
That's what it was. The first story was his father, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
the second story was his wife.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy is so crazy.
Oh,
It's so good.
yeah, it's good.
It
It's
is
actually
such a
giving me
good
chills just thinking about those stories he tells.
And, like-
because he's like, what does he say?
Is my
Like,
impression so good of him?
It was
Yeah.
super
That was actually
good.
really good.
Yeah, it was really good. You sounded just like him.
yeah,
My father
do some more.
came to
Jeff's
me.
doing accordion hands.
He always came to me. Lots of people told me he was the best at coming to me, and he said, "Why are you so serious?" He was the best at being serious, but he wanted to know what made my seriousness. Okay,
And
we
believe
gotta
me,
end
that's why
this
it can be
podcast
serious.
And
really fast.
Christopher Walken together.
Yeah,
We gotta
it's
end
a
this
little
really
bit of a mix.
right now. We need to end this.
No,
Bye.
that was good though. Did you watch the newest Batman?
No. Oh, are you talking about the Joker?
The
one?
Batman.
No, the dark one.
No.
Where
The
it's
Bat-
like they turn the
The Batman.
exposure down a little bit just to make it
Oh.
feel like.
Does it have
No.
Rob Pattinson in it
Yeah.
as
Is
Batman?
that the Twilight guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one. The last one I stopped watching was the Christian Bale one. I just can't stand how he would talk in it.
Oh, really?
Did that bother anyone else?
Well, that was the Dark Knight.
What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, it is a Dark Knight.
Where were the other drugs going?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes.
It's so annoying.
Exactly.
Okay, my kids.
That is a little annoying.
So this is like the dichotomy of me and my wife. My kids are watching the Twilight series with my wife right now, and I'm watching like Django Unchained and Dark Knight. Right. Anyway, with my kids, but I'm like watching a hockey game, and they're watching those movies, and they are laughing so loud because of the cringy parts.
Yeah,
are
it's
apparently
horrible.
terribly cringy.
Wait, in what?
Twilight.
Twilight.
Yeah.
That needs to be
Whoa.
MST'd so bad.
What's
MST'd?
Mystery
Science
Theater.
Yeah.
So Bella comes up to me. I'm like, "How did you like it?" She's like, "It was the funniest, like most cringy
it's
movie
ridiculous.
I've ever seen, and I'm low key kind of invested." That's how she said it.
I was way invested when it came out.
Yeah.
Well, I liked the books, and then the movies came out, and you were just like, "What?"
I was. I remember watching them with my wife until they like got married, and he sexed her so hard that the bed broke or something like that. And I
Well,
was
seriously,
like,
you
what
look
in the
back on it,
world?
and like the whole storyline is just horrible. Like
Yeah.
everything is just terrible about
It's just
it.
like barfy, like
It's
teenage love.
Incredibly barfy.
Oh man, they were laughing so hard. I thought one of my kids was gonna die. I think it was Bella. She was just laughing so hard. I'm like, "You guys, calm down. Do you need some water?" Like they
Yeah.
were laughing their butts off, and it's not supposed to be funny.
Yeah,
So,
but it was funny. It was a big hit.
It was
yeah.
huge.
Twilight
It
ruined
was
Robert
huge.
Pattinson for me, but Batman brought him back. I thought he did a really good job in Batman.
I was going to
Yeah,
say the
I feel
new
like he's a good
Batman
actor.
is good.
did you
It's
ever
not
see
as
the
good
Joker?
as the Dark Knight.
No, nothing's as good.
Joker
as
was
Dark Knight.
good.
No, it wasn't. I hated that.
Wait, the Joker
with
with
Joaquin Phoenix?
Joaquin
Joaquin
Phoenix.
Or Running
I'm
Phoenix.
kind of
yeah.
excited for the.
The first one.
Yeah,
First
has
one
the-
was good.
I
has
hated
this
it.
really?
Oh, really?
Has
Yeah.
the second one come out yet with Lady Gaga?
Yeah, and it's horrible.
Apparently it's
what?
terrible.
It's out
So I haven't
already?
seen it, but it's like universally everyone's like, this is the worst. Like a lot of people said it's the worst
no.
movie ever.
They said it's the worst right before Wally.
But
And right after Twilight.
Wally's great.
I know.
though.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
Wally is
I'm
great,
teasing.
actually.
Uh,
Just throwing it out
This
there.
is me joking. you
But
guys.
what's his face? Quentin Tarantino liked it.
So what?
So I don't know. But most people have said, like, I haven't even watched it because it was like, I don't know. I thought the first one was good.
I didn't like it.
It was like super creepy. Like
It was
yeah.
that one scene was pretty. It was dark.
it was like
It was kind of hard to watch.
it was like mental illness creepy.
Yeah.
Like
I don't like the way he was portrayed in that. The best Joker, I think, is
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
Of course.
By
Well,
far.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
his whole
By far?
persona.
He totally.
Oh yeah, Jack Nicholson, like
yeah.
that much
well, that's
farther
because he
ahead of.
channeled it. He did the method acting, which is where
Oh, yeah.
he like did not break character the whole time.
I think
he
that
recorded.
See, I agree that he's better. I wouldn't say by far because I really think Joaquin killed it. Literally. Like he did awesome.
well, he
That's
did,
really
but
good.
to me, that's not the Joker. And the same thing
Yeah.
with Jack Nicholson. He did a great job at it, but he's too goofy.
Well,
He's
it was a
too-
campier movie.
Yeah,
too.
he was exactly, and so
He wasn't that. He was more goofy than dark.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we can all agree that the best Frozone, or what's his name,
Rosa.
Captain Iceman,
What?
was played by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, gee, Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze, yeah.
Oh boy, that
Frozen.
that whole
Sorry, Frozones.
that
from,
whole
The
Mr.
Incredibles.
Incredible. Or yeah,
that
The
whole movie
Incredibles.
was odd. Was that the George Clooney one?
I don't remember. It was
Chill
odd.
Oh yeah, where
George
George
Clooney was
Clooney was
out.
Batman. There's been
Has
a lot
any-
of different Batmans.
There's been no portrayal of Mr. Freeze past that, right?
No,
That was my joke.
or Poison Ivy. Or
No, before that there was a Poison Ivy.
oh, was
Oh
there?
yeah, there was
Like
a
the
Poison Ivy.
60s.
Who
That was
was the
Uma
other
Thurman, right?
Batman? It starts with a V.
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
And he
was
apparently played Batman again in like the new Flash movie or something weird like that.
with
Speak-
his throat cancer. How do you do that?
Oh no!
He's got a ghost gun.
Wait, Val Kilmer.
you're thinking not Val Kilmer, that one guy,
Michael Keaton.
Michael
Keaton.
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 Yeah.
That's who I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
He came back. Val Kilmer never played Batman.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he
think so.
did.
What?
Yeah, Val Kilmer totally played
Val
Batman.
Kilmer from
I think it was
Top Gun.
Well, I could be wrong. I thought it was Michael
Let's
Keaton.
fact check this because
Yeah.
I'm going to be
Michael Keaton
bothered.
did that like way back.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Michael.
Val Kilmer. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you're right. It was like the second one.
Yeah.
Michael
Yeah.
Keaton was the first one, and then Val Kilmer played
Batman Forever.
with
Yes.
the one with what's her face, the Catwoman.
Yeah.
I remember now. You're right.
Yep. He is in the 95 one.
Yeah.
The one that we grew up with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Batman Forever.
He was the most attractive Batman.
The most.
With Robin,
he is a beautiful
Two-Face,
Yeah.
the Riddler, and the hot girl.
man. And the hot girl. Who was that?
I don't know.
So wait though.
Nicole Kidman.
Did you guys see the new
yeah,
Superman
that is good.
trailer? That looks pretty good.
No,
They're
I
doing
didn't.
another Superman.
Yeah, but this time it's the.
This time.
He's ultra super.
I'm actually what's the word? Excited because all the DC movies have been horrible for a long time,
Oh yeah.
but this one is the Guardians of the Galaxy director James Gunn, I think,
hmm
who's been pretty solid.
He's done a good
So,
job
yeah.
with those.
and the trailer does look like
Is
it'll
it
be
the same?
entertaining.
What's his name?
It's not the same Superman.
What's his name? Yeah, they played him before.
Clark Kent.
The
Have you never
Witcher.
read the book?
Yeah, The Witcher.
Jeez.
I know him by The Witcher.
I keep
What's that guy's
thinking
name?
Caviezel.
Henry Cavill.
Cavill, yeah,
Yeah.
Cavill.
Well, even the Marvel, like, honestly, the last few,
Yeah.
since Endgame, hasn't been that great. It's like, we're just
I know.
repeating over and over again. It's like, come on, give me something new.
They've gone back
Because
to
I
how
love the whole Marvel series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've gone back to how super movies were before, like the Marvels got good. I think.
Did anyone see the Rock?
Black Adam.
Black Adam?
Mm-mm.
I didn't either.
I just heard it was.
That was a DC movie
I've-
too.
I've-
It looked good on the previews, but I was kind of like, okay.
I think I actually attempted it, and I attempted like the Flash, and I attempted maybe one of the Wonder Womans somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I didn't even get like 15 minutes into any
It's
of them.
sad, huh?
Yeah, it was just like these are bad. How is that much money
They're
going into
just-
something?
Yeah, and there's so many of them.
Yeah, there's
It's
so
like-
many. It's like I don't care about the characters. See, the Marvels, they like set them all up. They're like, this is their
Yeah.
backstory. They're kind of friends. These are their relationships. And now this purple guy's killing them all. Dead, dead, dead. And you're like, whoa, this purple guy. Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Okay. You
But
can.
then
Well,
edit
they're
it out.
bringing
Spider-
Robert Downey Jr. back as a different character.
Yeah, that's
Oh
so
yeah,
weird.
we talked about that.
So
So they
few
bring in.
episodes
Guess
ago.
what else? They're bringing back Captain America,
Yeah.
but maybe not
Chris
as
Evans?
Captain America.
How are you going to do that?
I thought
That's
they
so
were-
dumb.
Yeah.
Find someone else.
I thought I had heard that he uses the flibby flabby thing to go back in time and. be
It's called the
Captain America.
Gauntlet.
No, not the
Jake.
Gauntlet.
I
Oh.
liked the flibby.
It's so dumb. Like they ended those character arcs
The Allsparks.
perfectly.
So
Just
Yeah.
let them be. They're done. And now it's like, oh, now we're back again. It
It's the
just
same way
ruins
I
it.
feel about Toy Story. I know, like, we're going on today now, but
Yeah, Toy Story 3.
The new, like, the ending of Toy Story, the recent one, was like so perfect. And now they're gonna like, oh, we're gonna make a new one.
They're
one-
doing another
The one
one.
where he,
Really?
the one where he
Yeah,
drops the
it-
toys off to the little girl's house, or the one
Yeah.
after that.
No,
No,
see,
no.
I think I liked Toy Story 4, but Toy Story 3 was the ending.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
it
they're
was
like,
perfect.
oh,
That's where he went
now-
off to college, right?
That's where they were
Yeah,
like
and they-
floating down into the like melting pit, and they're
Yeah.
like
Yes.
holding hands, and
Yeah.
you're like crying.
Yeah, I was crying
so-
too.
yeah.
I cried.
Everybody did.
And then they like drop him off at the little girl at the end. It was like a perfect ending.
Perfect. And
Yeah.
then they had to make another one, and
Yeah.
they still did an amazing job on that one.
Yeah.
And now they're like, well, we gotta milk this again.
It's because people obsess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
They
just
want-
it's just like we got to make some money. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
They want
works.
the kids, the people who grew up with Toy Story, to watch it with their kids and to become obsessed with it.
No, let it be a nostalgic thing
Let
that
it
you
be,
like
yeah.
to.
Let it.
Yeah.
Get
Let it
some
be.
creativity
Let it
behind it and get
be.
another show.
Yeah.
And get a new one that came out, like Shrek has been so good. They're coming out with another Shrek this year. And like Shrek was freak. Like I love Shrek. And I watched it with
It's
my
amazing.
daughter. It was so much fun. And now it's like, hey, just stop. Just come out with some new characters, some new theories, everything.
I don't know what it was. We tried to watch Shrek because my wife was doing Shrek the musical with her students, and we're like, we should watch it. and none of us, kids included, could even get into it. My kids
Oh,
were
really?
like, let's turn this off. I don't. I think we just didn't get to the funny parts.
Oh,
We're just
really?
like, he's just like farting in the swamp. He burps a couple times, and we're like, okay. And that was it. But I do remember watching like Shrek 2 in the theater,
Yeah.
and it was like really funny when
It's
I was
great.
like 15 or whatever.
Even the last one that they ended with Rumble Stillskin or whatever, like it was so funny. It's actually a really good series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have to get into it. Another thing about movies.
Mm-hmm. Tell me.
Listen to this guy.
No, you can.
Yes,
end
go
it.
ahead.
Oh, we're going to end it now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it is 3 a.m. So. All right. Well, this has been the American Fork Podcast plus, because we wouldn't stop shutting up.
That's right.
Like
Wait,
the
we wouldn't start
like the
shutting up.
movies.
We wouldn't start shutting. Shut up, Jake.
We didn't.
Yeah.
The end.
The end.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bigfoot, why don't you give me your hand so I can feel my heart beating in my own neck? Bigfoot, why don't you hold me gently so I can see the stars as you gently take my breath away? Oh, Bigfoot.